Peters, Senator Menendez, and Senator Brown are expected. Now, before I begin, I just want to say that I saw Leader McCarthy's 11th hour opposition on the January 6th commission. This shows how difficult it is to negotiate with Republicans. If the Republican leaders are just going to throw their lead negotiators under the bus, why do they even participate in negotiations at all? We'll see what the House vote is like, but I want to be clear. I will put the January 6th commission legislation on the floor of the Senate for a vote, period. Republicans can let their constituents know, are they on the side of truth, or do they want to cover up for the insurrectionists and for Donald Trump? A lot of what McCarthy asked about and some of his members is a bogus way to avoid focusing on what really happened on January 6th. But we will have a vote. Now, on the reason we came here, the competition bill. So last night, the Senate voted to move forward with the Endless Frontier Act by a vote of 86 to 11, an overwhelming bipartisan vote. The Senate, as soon as today, will take another step forward to begin the debate on the bill. We're finally taking action to correct the decades of federal underinvestment in science and technology that has imperiled America's global economic leadership. The Endless Frontiers Act, when you invest in science, when you invest in innovation, when you invest in producing the jobs that are needed, America stays number one. Plain and simple. And we have to do it. We have to do it. It was attempted to do, as Maria will explain, 10 years ago, but no one appropriated any money. And now we are beginning to really, we could very well fall behind in crucial investments in science and innovation. And down the road, that will mean fewer jobs, less prosperity, and America will no longer be number one. We've had great bipartisan input in this legislation. It passed out of the Commerce Committee, its piece of it, 22 to 4.
24 to 4.
24 to 4. It passed out of Senator Menendez's committee, 21 to 1. It passed out of Senator Peters' committee.
A number of bills by wide margin.
By wide margin. So we have good, strong bipartisan support, and I promised to try and go bipartisan whenever we could. And this is one example. I'm very glad on this imperative on economic security, national security, and job growth that the parties are coming together. Soon I'll file a substitute amendment this afternoon that pulls together more bipartisan legislation from across the Senate committees into our comprehensive bill that we're now calling, with all the pieces put together, the U.S. Innovation and Competition Act. The bipartisan legislation is a product of more than a half dozen Senate committees and includes input from just about every member of the Senate. I want to thank Chairman Cantwell, Chairman Menendez, Chairman Brown, Chairman Peters for their important work here. They're here to talk about the work their committee has made in the legislation. We're investing in our country, in our universities, our businesses, our workers. The U.S. ICA will allow the United States to outcompete countries like China, create good-paying American jobs, improve our country's economic and national security. It's the first major investment in America's future in a generation, and it's long overdue. Senator Cantwell.
Well, thank you, Leader Schumer.